All right, Shalom. This is Brother Kasha Kwala from the GMS Atlanta Church, giving all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. And today, the topic of the lesson is going to be, but are you really reading? Okay, so this is Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. This is going to be a fairly quick lesson. It says, Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right. Now, the point of the matter is, he said, blessed, this is Yahweh Shai, he says, blessed is he that readeth. Okay. You can read a book, you can read a textbook, you can read a magazine, you can read the news articles, okay? You can read the Bible, but are you really reading it, okay? Are you really indulging yourself into it, getting an understanding of it? Are you really reading it, okay? From comma to comma, from period to period, all right? It says, blessed is he that readeth. So let's get the word readeth, okay? And that word in the Greek is anaginosko, anaginosko, and it says to distinguish between. Okay, let's see something. Let's get the word distinguish. All right, because it says distinguish, to recognize. All right, to know accurately, to acknowledge, and then it says to read. Anybody can open a book. Anybody can pick up this Bible and read from Genesis to Revelation. That's factual. The ones who can actually like read words, okay? Anyone can pick it up, but can they really read it? Can they distinguish? Can they recognize what it's portraying, what it's saying? Can they know accurately what it's trying to bring out? Can they acknowledge the fact that these certain prophecies mean certain things pertaining to our time today? Are you really reading it? All right. Let's get the word distinguish. All right. Salakia. Let's just do that. All right. The word distinguish means to recognize or treat someone or something as different. Okay. All right. Differentiate. That's a good word right there. You got to differentiate. When it comes to the prophecies, you got to differentiate what's going to happen and how things are going to happen, okay? When you actually read the scriptures, okay? It's not about, yeah, I read the book of Samuel. Okay, that's it? No, did you get the understanding of it? All right, so let's get a quick scripture in Proverbs. It's a classic scripture, okay? Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. It says, wisdom is a principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all that getting, get understanding. So when you read, okay, yes, you literally read the words, but are you getting the understanding of it? Are you distinguishing it? Okay, are you differentiating or learning about acknowledging what it's really trying to portray, what it's really saying? Okay, so there's a difference between just reading and then can you read it? All right, it's kind of like a quarterback in football. The coach will give him the play, and he'll show the quarterback the type of defense the other opposing opposition is going to play. Okay, what type of setup they're going to have, like a 3-4 or 4-3, whatever. Okay, do they play with a nickel or a dime? All right, do they play with 3 safeties or 2, or do they play with 1 safety? Whatever. Okay, do they have 5 on the line, or do they have 3 or 4? Okay, he could tell the quarterback that. But then he's going to tell the quarterback, you got to read the defense. Okay? When you're out there on the field, there are no words out there. You're reading movements. You're reading body language. Okay? you're reading how the defense shifts. You can read if a blitz is coming or not. You can read if the strong safety is going to come down and the free safety is going to go to the middle of the field for a cover 3. You can read when the linebacker is going to blitz off the edge, or they're going to, or your Mike and Leo backer are going to do a cross blitz in the middle. A quarterback has to read that. He has to distinguish. Okay, he has to accurately know what the hell is going on. And he has to understand it. Okay, the quarterback has to understand what the defense is going to do. It's the same thing with the scriptures. When you read it, you have to read it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Isaiah says this, that, and the third. All right. Okay, so let me read it. Okay, and then you go look up little articles. You go see what's happening across the 4 corners. You're reading the scriptures. Even when you're looking up articles, you're reading the scriptures. Okay? You're distinguishing. You're seeing and getting the understanding of what it's saying. Okay? All right? I read an article the other day. It said NATO, quote unquote, accidentally, if y'all could see me, I have my finger quotes going, accidentally shot a missile near the Russian border. Okay? Israel over there bombing Gaza, bombing Syria. Well, if you read this, we read that the least shall draw them out. Now we're reading when we actually see it happening, meaning we're acknowledging it, we're distinguishing it, we're understanding actually now what that scripture is talking about because it's happening. Okay? So when you read the scriptures, are you just reading it or are you reading it, if you know what I'm getting at? Okay? So one more time. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and we understand that means to distinguish between or differentiate. And they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. When you read for the time at hand, yeah, I could just read that and be, okay, for the time is at hand. That's great. But when you actually look and see what's going on, you read the world, now you really know what he means by for the time is at hand. The time is really at hand. Okay? So you got to get the understanding of it fully. Okay? So I'm going to just do a little quick, little something. Okay? I looked this up. This is all, most of the time, a few of the times where Yahushua was like, have you not read? Have you not read? Okay? I'm going to read all of them real quick. Matthew 12:3. But he said unto them, have ye not read what David did when he was hungered, and they that were with him? Yahushua was saying, first off, have you not opened the scrolls and read that? And do you not understand what David was doing? Matthew 12:5. Or have ye not read in the law how that on the Sabbath days the priests in the temple profane the Sabbath and are blameless? Have you not read that? Do you not understand that? Matthew 19:4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them in the beginning made them male and female? He quoting out the book of Genesis. Have you not read it? Do you understand it? Okay. Matthew 22 and 31. But as touching the resurrection of the dead, have ye not read that which was spoken unto you by the Most High, saying, have you not read what the Most High put the spirit, Job 32:8. Okay? There's a spirit in man. The Almighty give the inspiration. Okay? All right? Mark 12:10. And have ye not read this scripture? Have you not opened the scrolls and literally read this scripture? And on top of that, understood the scripture that you just read? Did you read what you read? You know what I'm saying? The stone which the builder rejected is become the head of the corner. That's why you got Luke 24:44. What's concerning the prophets, the law, and the Psalms concerning me. Right there in Mark 12:10, he's quoting what came out of the book of Psalm. Okay, the stone which the builders rejected. Okay, in the Psalms it says the stone which the builder refused. Okay, even when you listen to the opening music of the Boondocks, it says that I am the stone that the builder refused. Okay, It says Mark 12 and 26. And as touching the dead, that they rise, have ye not read in the book of Moses, there again the law, how in the bush the Most High spake unto him, saying, I am the Most High of Abraham, and the Most High, or Salat, I am the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. Luke 6 and 3. And Yahushua answered them and said, Salakia, and Yahushua answering them said, have ye not read so much as this, what David did when himself was an hungered, and they which were with him? So Yahushua said it himself to the scribes and Pharisees, or the Pharisees and Sadducees coming up to him and questioning him about certain things that they deemed was off. He kicks up, bro. You claim that you all know the scriptures up and down. Well, have you not read this? Do you not understand it? And every time they came up to him, they were convicted. Okay, the scripture, the word, I think the word convicted is in the scriptures one time. Let me see. Yep, there we go. John 8 and 9. It's in the scriptures one time. It says, and they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience. The word convicted is elinako, which means convict, refute, confute, generally with the suggestion of the shame of a person convicted. By conviction, to bring to the light, to expose. They were exposed when they try to come up in against Yahushua. Okay, it says to call to account, show one is fault. Okay, demanding an explanation. Okay, chasten, to punish. Okay, so every time they came up to Yahushua, they're punished. Okay, by him cutting them with the scriptures. Okay, so it's like Yahushua was saying the same thing back then. Have you not read? So when he's saying in Revelation 1 and 3, it's like, blessed is he that readeth, or meaning blessed is he that understands. Okay, that's what the word read means, when you have to read it. So going back to the topic at hand, yeah, you read the scriptures, but are you really reading the scriptures? So I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruits. Brother Kasha Kwala. And until next time, I want to say Shalom.